everyone, this is Kobe with Amore IT Solutions. Just wanted to make a quick video talking about the network install that we did a few days ago. We did a network install for a local funeral home that was experiencing some issues with their network. They contacted us actually. They had a network storage device that had gone bad, and that is where they stored most of their company files. Um, Basically, they had an electrical surge that pretty much fried. I think they had 4 or 5 hard drives. Had to send it off to data recovery, and they were only able to get a little bit of that data back. They did contact us later on. We actually ended up weeks before we went into the funeral home and just introduced ourselves and gave them our business card. And some weeks later, they were contacting us because they had an issue. They had a prior IT person that had set up their network for them, and they were asking if we could come in and kind of give them a consult. So we set up a time to go in and looked at their network, and in their office area, they have Charter Spectrum internet. It was a modem slash router. They had another Netgear router on the same network. And this building has 3 floors on it, and it's a very old building. I believe the business started in like 1917, so that gives you a pretty good idea of how old the building is and the construction of it. A lot of cement walls, very thick walls. Difficult to get wireless to work well in this building. They had 4 mesh units. I think they're called, I'm going to kill the name of it, Eero, Eero, I believe. I might be spelling that wrong. But they had these devices set up as mesh units on the different floors, and the wireless was pretty good, but they said not great. When we went in and talked to them, looked at their network, we basically sat down with them and came up with a solution that we felt would be a better solution for them. Some of the things that they were experiencing is like slow internet speed, not getting the full bandwidth that they were getting from Charter Spectrum or their ISP. And we told them with this new equipment that pretty much would fix that issue. So once we sat down and went over all the equipment, they agreed. We went and ordered the parts. And like I said, the parts came in, configured everything, ran quite a few cable runs. So Ethernet cable throughout the building, replaced some of the cable that they did have, set up some access points for them. And just have some pictures here. I'll show you some of them for the install. All right, so here, we have some of the networking equipment that we ordered for them. We've got a TrendNet. This is a patch panel. The brown boxes back here you can't see all of them, but there's 3 of them. They're the wireless access points that we put in. And then we've got a UniFi Security Gateway Pro, which is rack mountable, and a UniFi Security 24-port PoE switch. And then below it is a 9U network rack. And then back here you can see the board. That board is going to go not in the office, but there's a room just adjacent to the office that they have a cement wall. And they said this would be a perfect place to put this. So we're going to put that wood up and then put the rack. We're going to mount that to the board, which the board will be attached to the cement wall. And then all the networking equipment goes inside. Here's a picture of all the equipment put in and the network rack on that wall there. This is, like I said, a 9U enclosure. It's a triplet network rack. It's a picture of me after the install. I've got the front of the rack off. You can see the patch panel at the top, and then they have the switch, the router. We also installed a CyberPower surge protector. And the nice thing about this is it has, let's see, 6 plugins on the front, and I believe it has 6 plugs on the back. So you could actually plug things in the back, and like we did, and you don't see the cables in the front. Below that is a 750 watt CyberPower rack mountable battery backup. So if their power goes down, which they have a lot of electrical issues, like I said, it's an old building, so they have a lot of electrical issues, a lot of power surges. I believe that's how their old network area storage device that they had their backups got damaged. So we wanted to put in a good battery backup in case the power surges or the power goes down. All of this equipment that you see in here will stay powered on because it's all plugged into the battery backup. You see the charter cable modem. We've got a unified cloud key, and then this is the new network area storage device here. 4 bays. They're 4 terabyte hard drives, Western Digital red drives. So basically, they've got 3 computers, 2 desktop computers, and a laptop. They got managed services through us, which basically is a service that we do contracts for. So this one was a multi-year contract, and basically we put monitoring software on all 3 of their computers. We put enterprise class, not consumer, but enterprise class antivirus, web protection, and cloud backup. And what that does is, especially with a cloud backup, when it's on the computers, the computers actually back up to a program that we use called SolarWinds. SolarWinds takes the 3 computers, that software, and we have it scheduled so that they do backups, and the backups go up into the cloud, and then from the cloud they go down into the local storage device, which is this NAS device, the 4 terabyte bay here that you see at the bottom of the rack. So it's kind of a bit of a redundant, I guess, backup system. So in the event that, say, something like this happened that happened a few weeks ago, where their hard drives go bad, they're gonna have everything backed up in the cloud, and so we would easily be able to push that information either back to a replacement network area storage device, or push it back to their computer. Say one of their computers goes down and they buy a new computer. Well, we could push a lot of that information back, of their customer information, locally from this NAS drive or from the cloud. Let's see. Next picture's again me with the rack. Here's a picture of my wife, Michelle, that also did help me out. She is a great asset. Loves doing the networking stuff. I can't express how happy I am to be with someone that absolutely loves doing this type of stuff. She has learned a lot. She's eager to learn new things, not afraid to learn new things. It's great being able to work with someone that you're so close to. Obviously, this being my wife, and I couldn't think of anybody else that I would want to be doing this type of stuff with. So, yeah, she gets real excited when we have these installs and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Here's a close-up look of the network rack, everything that's inside. Patch panels, if you don't know what are great about them, is that the network cables, so these are network cables here, these are patch cables, but the network cables go in the back of this patch panel. So all the cabling throughout the whole 3 floors of this building go into the back of this patch panel. And then from there, there's ports on the front. And then below it is the network switch where their actual data comes from. So these patch panels, this is like port 1, is plugged into port 1, and port 2 on the patch panel is plugged into port 2 of the switch, and so on. And those lead to, different network devices throughout, like I said, throughout the building. So it's just a lot cleaner way of setting up the network this way. And then we have a diagram that actually, say a few years down the road they get a different IT person and something goes wrong, they can bring them in and they can say, yes, I know port 1 goes to my computer, or port 6 goes to the, network area storage device. So it just gives that technician, they don't have to sit there for hours and try and figure out what wire goes to what port or what device. Let's see, I think that's all the pictures. Then we just got some short video that I'll play of me. Hey everyone, this is Kobe from AMR IT Solutions, and we just did a network install for a local funeral home here. Just wanted to show you some video on what we set up for them. Here you can see network rack, trip light, 9U, enclosed rack. As you can see here, we have a TrendNet 24 port patch panel. Below that, Unify 24 port PoE switch. And below that is the Unify USG Pro router. Then we got a CyberPower CPS-1215 RMS power strip. There's 6 plug-in ports in the front, and there's also 6 on the back. Here you've got your power switch, default reset switch, and then underneath that is a CyberPower OR700L CD RM1U. That's a battery backup unit. This shows how many volts. And display screen, output percentage, battery capacity is 100%. And runtime is about 45 minutes. Here is just a Charter Spectrum modem / router, which is put into bridge mode. Got a Unify Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus. And then here we have a Synology NAS DiskStation DS918 Plus with 4 hard drive bays. All 4 have 4 terabyte red Western Digital drives. Basically, we fed the cabling up here and it runs along this beam and then comes down over through here. We've got a hole that goes into the office there. We are doing managed services for this company, so we set up everything that I just showed you with the network rack, and then we also are managing 3 computers of theirs, 2 desktops, and a laptop, and then of course the networking gear. 3-year managed services with us, and we're really appreciative of it. But yeah, just wanted to give you a short walkthrough of the networking that we did here just a couple days ago, and hope you guys have a great day. Hey, so yeah, it's just a little video that I shot while I was there, and then let's see, we got a video of my wife shell, mounting the brackets on the battery backup before putting it into the network rack. It's gonna, as you can see before, it's gonna go below that Cyber Power power strip there.
Hey everyone, this is Kobe from.
Let's see, and I got our little video here. This is the cleanup. After we drilled the holes through the board and then obviously through the cement wall, it creates quite a bit of wood chips and debris from the cement wall. You can see all the equipment that we had there, all of our tools and stuff, and on the bench there's a bunch of our tools, drill bits and screws and all kinds of stuff.
Hey everyone, this is Kobe.
And that is about it. Like I said, it's a very cool project. I like doing these network installs. Sometimes some of them could be challenging, but in a good way. We're constantly trying to get more and more customers to either have their network, if they have a poor network setup, have it redone, or upgrading. Managed services is something that we've been doing for a while. A lot of small businesses, either they have a managed service. A lot of times they don't have a specific IT person that does looks over their network. A good thing about it is, opposed to what we call break fix. Break fix is where someone calls you and says, "Hey, we have a problem with our computer. Can you come and fix it?" With managed services, it is a managing over time. So we have the software on the computers. We're constantly monitoring it. We get alerts when there's a virus or spyware infection. If certain scans are not run on time or they fail, we get notifications. So it's basically like a maintenance that goes on all of the time. You are more protected in that situation than you are if you just throw on a consumer grade antivirus, web protection, or whatnot. If you get infected, then you call a IT person. They come in and they charge you, however much they charge you an hour or a flat rate. If you're a larger company or a company that doesn't, some companies don't just do work on their computers. They're, on social media, they're downloading things and sometimes doing things that they shouldn't be. And it can cause problems with getting computers infected. So those kind of calls can be very costly to business owners. The managed services is a very well put together package for being able to monitor things like that and putting restrictions on computers about what content that employees can look at or download, or maybe certain times of day. So we have our system where, if the business owner said, listen, when they're on their lunch breaks, they're on their lunch breaks from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., and we don't care if they're on social media or watching YouTube. So we can actually set up those scheduled times that they can do that. And then outside of those times, they would have restricted access. They wouldn't be able to watch or be on social media or watching YouTube or whatnot. So, not every owner wants to do that or manager, but some of them do request that. And that's just one of the options that we have to offer. But anyways, this was, like I said, a very nice project. Enjoyed doing it, and very thankful for the business owners in hiring us to do this for them. And this actually helped us out because we had one of the business owners referred us to someone else that was looking for an IT person. So that was kind of cool. We did contact them today, and they're supposed to get back with us on Monday. So we'll see what projects that we could possibly get out of that. Kind of excited about that. But anyways, I'll let you guys go. If you want to get a hold of us, and if you have any, if you need an IT person or a network consult, you can get a hold of us. If you watch the video after this, it gives all the information that we have. Of course, we have our website at amoreitsolutions.com, and we're on social media with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So we will see you guys next time. Thanks.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when we have new content. Also, if you'd like to know more about us, we have several social media pages: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you would like to hire us for any network consulting or IT needs, please head over to amoreitsolutions.com, fill out our contact form, and let us know what we can do to help you out. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for all your support, and we hope to see you in the next video.